Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Keeping Up with Kia P. I am your girl, the crafter, Kia P, aka Kia the Crafter. Hello guys, hope everyone is having a good week. We are here to do another project, a little bit different today. This is one of the serving little trays that I found on Amazon, and I want to try to do a couple of these for the pop-up that we have started this weekend. So I want to do a couple of them to possibly sell at the pop-up market in our neighborhood. And so this is my first one, and I want to share this with you guys, right? So I'm mixing up 8 ounces to start of my resin. This particular brand of resin, we are using the Amazing Cast Plus. And I have it upside down because I'm draining the remaining bottom of it. Sorry for the interruptions. Have a lot of notifications coming in. But I'm mixing up 8 ounces of it. And then we're going to add some color to it. And then go ahead and start this project. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so that you can have access to all of the videos that we post and notifications for any new uploads and lives that we may do. I hope you guys caught the live video or watched it. From last Sunday on the 11th. We had a blast. Thank you to everyone that watched and showed up for the live. I really appreciate it. We will be doing some more of those as we move forward. Thanks to all the people who have subscribed. Thanks for all the comments. You guys are amazing. You guys make this channel worth doing. I appreciate you all. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. It just kind of keeps me motivated, keeps me wanting to come on and share new things with you guys, purchase new molds, just to kind of have some new ideas and new things to put on here for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into 3 colors. And this particular one, I want to do a marble look. This would be like a real nice color. I'm going to do more white. We're going to do some clear with glitter. And then we're going to do some silver in here. But mainly want to start with white, silver, and clear with glitter. Those are going to be the colors for the bottom. And then we're going to throw in some black lettering in here once it's cured, and then see how that comes out. So to start again, I'm going to start with my white, and for this I'm using some acrylic paints, and I'm going to pour a little bit of white in here. And this is an opaque white paint, so it's going to make it to where it's really opaque, where you can't see through it. So we're going to stir that white up in there real good. I think I want to pour just a little bit of this. I don't want a lot of silver, just a little bit. So I'm going to put more white than anything, so that the majority of the color will be white. And so when you when you putting in your paints, you want to make sure you get a good stir, get them mixed in there really good. So we have the white mixed. Next, I'm coming with our silver. And we have some new molds, so I have some new projects that we will be doing together. I'm waiting on molds to come. I have a few here, but I just haven't started, and I'm waiting on my resin to get in because I'm almost out my big bulk of resin. I like to buy about a gallon, and then when I run out, I go to Joann's and use my 40 and 50% coupons to get me a 32-ounce kit to get me through until my gallons show up. I prefer to buy it by the gallon. It's more cost efficient, more economical, and so that's how we purchase it. Now I'm putting the glitter, and I'm going to put a lot of glitter in here because I want it to be glittery. And I think I'm going to add some silver flakes in here as well. As soon as I can find my tweezers. They're in here somewhere. There they go. My tweezers to get some of this out. I'm going to put a couple of pieces in here. And the foil breaks up. Once it gets into the resin, it does break up pretty good. So don't worry about that. But you don't want to put like real big pieces in there. We're going to put some silver flakes in there as well. And we're going to stir this up. All that up in there together, just to give it a little texture. And like I said, once you stir it up in there, the flakes break up real good. So and that's just to give it a little texture, a little something extra. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with my white. Y'all know I always like to go on a diagonal. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, we're going to come back with some of this silver. It should come out real cute, real pretty. Okay, then I'm gonna come back with my white because I have a lot of it left, and so I'm just gonna pour that right on in the areas where I've already poured white. That's just to kind of fill it a little bit, and then we're going to go in with our clear glitter and foil mix. Okay, so here's the clear glitter and foil, and so I'm just going to add this in here. And that just kind of gives it a nice shimmer right in there. Just adds a little depth, a little oomph to the project. And I'm just kind of pouring it right in that white to have it pop. And you know that resin is going to cure the way that it wants but this will certainly help it. I'm gonna just put a little bit in the handle part, because we know we would love to see just a little bit up here in the handle. Give it just a little bit of extra oomph. Some over here in this corner. And I'm gonna come back and just touch up some of these areas with what I have left, because that's pretty much it. Scrape my bottom. We're going to get the last little bit of this out. That's looking pretty already, guys. And I like to clean as I go. Keep my cups clean and working for an extended period of time. Now I have the silver here. I'm going to get the last little bit of it out. And all I'm going to do is go right over areas where we have silver and touch it up. Clean this cup out. Like this cup is, I have used it so much, but it's still do what it's supposed to do. And then last but not least, the last little bit of white we have, and we're just going to add this on in here. And if you like see an area that you want to break up because it's too much going on, that's where you will put your extra white or whatever you have in that area. Okay, so that is 8 ounces. I already know that I'm going to need another maybe 8 to 10 ounces to fill this all the way to the thickness that it is required. So, but we started with 8, and we'll cure this part, put our lettering on it, a couple little decals or whatnot. Making sure we cleaning up everything. And even your like wooden popsicle sticks, you can wipe those off and reuse them. like to try to reuse as much materials as we can. And this is pretty much it. We're gonna put it in the oven, let it cure. What I'm doing now is going through and I am busting all of my little bubbles. People have different ways of doing it. I like to use the torch because it just makes it simple, easy. Some people use alcohol spray, and that's okay too if that's your method. But this is my method that I like to use. Just make sure you do not keep the fire in one spot. Make sure you do not over pour. Few molds that are new. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button, guys, down below. I would greatly appreciate it. We is trying to build this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those of you that are subscribers. I hope you enjoy the channel. Try to bring you all kind of resin ideas. I like to purchase different types of molds and try them out so that if it's something you may want, or a lot of the molds don't come with instructions or videos, so most of the time you can find it here. This looks like it's gonna be super cute. Only thing I hate about molds, sometimes when you get them in the mail, they be bent. And we don't like that. Because it's like once they're bent, it's hard to get them in a perfect shape that they should be in. But this is looking really cute. And that looks like pretty much all of the bubbles. So we're gonna let this sit for about a few minutes just to make sure that no bubbles is pops up out of it. Reheat it, put it in the oven. We'll come back, do our lettering, put our top coat on, and that's gonna be it for this project. Super simple, super easy. Think it's gonna turn out beautiful. We'll see. Okay, so sit tight. Okay, guys, and welcome back. We have let our serving tray, little fruit tray server get cured. Now we're gonna go ahead and embellish it with our words and our designs. That we have printed out on the Cricut Joy, and we have them here. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so far. Hit the like button so that you can get notified when, the bell, so you can get notified when we upload new videos. And just the like buttons let me know if you liking the content that we are providing for you, or that I am providing for you. I always say we. Maybe it's just the Gemini in me, because you know. And so what I'm doing is I'm cutting out the words because I have to line them up on the tray. And so I'm just cutting them all out They have the transfer tape on them already. So all I have to do is peel them and transfer them over to the tray. And it says serving is the essence, and it just say of life. I'm hoping this is enough room. So we'll start with the serving. And what I'm doing is scraping the transfer tape across the words so that it'll pick them all up. And if you are familiar with the Cricut, then you know what this method entails. And so it's going to take a minute. You have to put some pressure on it. So we're going to scrape them. Put the pressure on it. And hopefully the letters will come on up. Nope, still not coming up. Okay, give me a minute. Sometimes you just have to do it on a hard surface and they'll come right on off. And so I'm going to bring this down and get ready to line this up. And I want to not have it too close to the top because I have some little decals I want to put on here. So I've got the serving part, and I'm gonna peel. And I got this transfer tape from the Dollar Tree, so I don't know if it's gonna be able to be reused again. So, but it works pretty good. So we got that down. And I'm gonna try to put that right back on the paper. Maybe we can reuse it. Serving is the will be next. I'm gonna scrape that over here. Had to move some stuff out the way to use my table. But once you scrape it on a hard surface, it tends to come up. So where you can transfer it pretty good. And sometimes you just have to go back in there and scrape across it with a little bit more pressure. And that tends to work. Serving is the, and we want to line this up kind of high but not too high. So we'll make sure we have enough room and it's straight. That looks pretty good right there. Corner of the transfer tape and peel that on off. Making sure you be careful not to take any of the lettering off. So that one came out okay. And we're going to go with our essence. And I just found this quote online and switched it around the way I felt I wanted it, so I'm not using somebody's quote. And just lining it up nice and even and straight. And the good thing about the resin is once once you put the wording on here, it sticks pretty good. Even if it's the removable vinyl, it sticks pretty good. And then we got our of. It's coming along. And then all we have to do is put our clear coat of resin over it. Pop it back in the oven. And it is good to go. Oh, and I'm hoping this gives me enough room. I had to use quite a few little pieces of transfer tape for this one. Okay, and then our last one. Oh no, it's too big. So I'm gonna have to shorten that because it's too, make it smaller. It's too big, guys. Yep, the life. I should have pushed it up a little bit, but that still wouldn't have given me, and I thought I measured that pretty good, but I didn't. So sit tight, hold tight. Okay, so we back, and I changed it to love instead of life. I think that'll fit better. Yep, it will. It will. It's gonna fit, guys. It's gonna fit. Save the day. And it is saved. So serving is the essence of love, which it is. Serving others, right? Is a way of showing someone that you love them. So then I have a couple of little embellishments I want to use, or decorations I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can squeeze them in here just to make it real pretty and harvesty. Oh, it's like little extra add-ins, whatnots. I'm gonna take all of them. So I'm gonna take a few. Let me get my scissors. And we're gonna add a couple of these little embellishments to it. Trying to see where I want to add them. Where do I want to add them? Probably along the sides would be best. This is just to give it a little extra pizzazz or specialty to it. Super cute. And we'll do the other side. Super cute. Super, super cute. And there we have it. Serving is the essence of love, and that's what it say. Super cute, super adorable. And so now what we're gonna do is add our clear top coat resin in there, and she will be all set and ready to go. So we're gonna mix up 8 ounces of resin, pour that on top, and put her in the oven. So sit tight. Okay guys, we are back. I've poured 8 ounces of resin and got it stirred up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the bell for notifications, and go ahead and give me a thumbs up for the like, okay, if you like the content that I am providing for you. Thank you guys for subscribing, those of you that are, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this clear coat of resin in here, and that's gonna thicken the project up, because your first pour is gonna be quite thin. Well, not quite thin, but thinner. And so this is gonna give it the extra thickness, seal in the words, seal in the letters, and just give it that little extra that it needs to be a little bit thicker. Make sure we get it all out. Make sure I get in this handle good. And I'm hoping someone find this beautiful and buy it. And so while that is setting up, I'm gonna go ahead and knock some of the bubbles out of it with my torch. And I'm just making sure I get every little bit out of here. waiting on that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean out my cup. Spatula. And so what I'm gonna do, because my table is a little bit, I could tell it's off. I didn't know until I started pouring resin that my table was a little bit lopsided, and that's okay. When I put it in this in the heater, it will even out. Because what I've done is I took a leveler and put it in there to make sure that it evens everything out when I set it on there. And so now I'm just knocking the bubbles out of the clear coat, taking my heat over it, making sure we get where the lettering is, because you don't want that to show over the letters at all. And by them being black, you will be able to see any bubbles that's kind of over the letters. So you want to make sure that the letters are clear. And give it a few minutes to let any bubbles rise to the top before you pop it in the oven right away. Don't pop it in there right away, because I could still see, like right up in here, I need to let some bubbles kind of emerge up on their own. So I'm going to give it a few minutes before I pop it in the oven. And I use a resin heater that I cook it in, and that just kind of saves time. It'll cure it in about 90 seconds, sometimes sooner than that, but I had to turn it down because it was turning my white, it was turning my resin yellow, and that was because it was too hot. So now I'm just going back over it. It looks real clear, except for like right here I can see a little bit of bubbles. So I'm gonna let that sit out for a minute, and then we'll be ready to go. Put it in the oven. And I'm just again going back over it. And then I'll show y'all the finished product, because this will be it. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, hit the notification bell, guys, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, guys, and here is the finished project. Yes, it came out super cute. Nice little cheese server or fruit server, or even if you just want to use it as a beverage. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 of these, and I'm going to pair it with that. So they'll have the little cups, and you can serve all 4 to your guests. A little iced tea or lemonade or whatever you want to put in there for them. So that's how that will go, and that is the finished product. Serving is the essence of love. And so, yeah, little serving cheese board, right? Very cute. Came out real nice. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for just doing all that you do and taking out your precious time and giving me a look-see. I appreciate it, okay? And until the next video, see you later.